Hey Guardians, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be diving into something that's been bothering a lot of us in the Destiny 2 community. And this is how the Edge of Fate expansion seems to be undermining the core of what makes Destiny's cooperative gameplay so special. So first off, let's talk about what we all love about Destiny 2. The co-op gameplay. Raids, dungeons, strikes, and yes, even Gambit. And there's always been something magical to me about joining up with other Guardians to take on the challenges together. But with the release of Edge of Fate, things have felt off. And let's break that down. The Edge of Fate expansion was hyped up to be a big deal for the story and the gameplay. Now, the story, it was awesome. The narrative team absolutely knocked it out of the park with that. But the main thing that suffered for me was the gameplay. Turning into a ball. And literally doing everything with the ball. The game gave me a headache. The campaign gave me a headache. But, I mean, other than that, the story was pretty good. And with the introduction, it introduced some new story beats, exciting new loot, and of course, new ways to team up with friends. We were promised more content, more features, and a deeper dive into the lore. But what we've gotten so far has left a lot of us scratching our heads. One of the big changes Edge of Fate introduced is a stronger emphasis on solo content and individual progression. And while it's awesome to have new solo challenges, there's a feeling that the expansion is pushing us to play alone more than ever. Such as how solo ops is the best way to grind in the game. And, they introduced a lot of new patrol zones, the Pale Heart and then Kepler, where it truly is a solo experience. There's no other Guardians. The only people who are in there are the NPCs. And, for me, what that really does is it kind of takes away the novelty of Destiny 2 and really just takes the emphasis off of the community that was built around this game for the last, 10 years? Like, there's nothing better than when Destiny 1 launched and you just come home, you get back from school or work or whatever, and you hop on the game, you turn it on, hop into party chat with the bros, and then you're just running strikes and everything, just having a good time. And the reason for that was because the cooperative gameplay was heavily rewarded. Whether it be the Grandmaster Nightfalls, the raids, dungeons, what have you. And I really feel like solo ops being as good as it is to gain the new power levels and the new gear and the tier 5 weapons and all that is just really hurting the game in the long run. The cooperative gameplay was supposed to be what the game was founded on from the very beginning. A play space for everyone to come together, join up, and just, bring the game to its full potential. And that's what it's always been for me, is everyone else and myself coming together to do everything in the game. And I really feel like the focus now seems to be more about solo performance rather than group-based activities. Whether that was the intention or not, that's how everything is starting to come together and come across to me. And one of the main things is the matchmaking system. We all know how annoying it is to have to jump into Pinnacle Ops and then do the search for fire team or join a random fire team, and who knows how long that's going to take. I remember sitting in there one time for like 10 minutes waiting for people to join up, and then there's the randoms who just leave after like 25 seconds, and then you're back in the queue trying to find out how many people are on there and how many people are going to join your fire team. And, when's the last time you tried to jump into a strike or a Pinnacle Ops and had a smooth experience with people who have absolutely no idea what they're doing? And just like me, I'll bet you spent more time waiting for fire teams to fill than actually playing the game. And when you finally get in, good luck finding people who are actually interested in playing together rather than rushing through it for loot. The shift is making it feel less like a cooperative experience and more like a race to finish your own tasks. And I feel like that in and of itself has been an issue that's been plaguing Destiny for a lot longer than the DLC has been out. And to that point again, we need to talk about the difficulty and the balance issues and everything in the pursuit of getting better loot. So, I mean, me, just like the next guy, we love a good challenge, right? But the Edge of Fate and the new scoring system and the Banes and all that stuff has made some encounters absurdly difficult, even for highly skilled fire teams. With mechanics that demand perfect coordination and almost no room for error, you can see how that's going to cause problems. Raids and dungeons, once the epitome of cooperative play, have turned into hours of wiping with no real chance to learn as a team. The difficulty curve feels punishing for those who just want to team up and have fun. And it's not just me. The community's response has been, well, less than enthusiastic, bordering on anger and rage, you know? And players have been speaking out, frustrated by the lack of focus on cooperative play. Like, think about all the big YouTubers who were actively talking about this, begging and pleading for Bungie to, get on the ball and fix what's going wrong with the game. And, the main point that they have is that Edge of Fate feels more like a single-player experience than a cooperative one. And the feeling of working together as a team is just gone. So, I guess that brings us to the next phase. What can Bungie do to bring us back to our roots? For starters, they need to prioritize matchmaking for more activities and make sure that fireteam-based mechanics are fun and engaging, not just brutally punishing. Think about Pointed Spire. Maybe introducing more cooperative focus quests, or making raids less about individual performance and more about team performance could help. The key to Destiny has always been the connection between Guardians. If we can't work together, then what's the point of the loot, the story, or even the challenge? We need to feel that sense of community again. So, to wrap it up, Edge of Fate isn't a bad expansion. It has its highs for sure, new exotics, fresh storylines, and beautiful visuals, but its focus on solo play and difficulty spikes have really hurt that sense of teamwork that we've all loved in Destiny 2. What made Destiny special was always about coming together as a team, not fighting through content solo and hoping for the best. Bungie, if you're listening, and I know you probably are because you keep putting out twids listening to what we're saying, please just bring back that sense of camaraderie and community that we've been missing for this. So, really that's all that I have to say about it. I'm waiting for Ashen Iron to come out, and hopefully some of the issues that I have are going to be changed with that, but we're just going to have to see. So, that's all for today, and I'll be back.